Andrea Cooper, and this is my Comm 101 Persuasive speech. Oh no, something's not right with the baby. Baby, are you all right? You, call 911. I'll check to see if she has a pulse. No pulse. I'll check to see if she's breathing. She's not breathing. I'll start CPR. Give 2 rescue breaths and then compressions. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What would you do if you were faced with this scenario? Would you remain calm and call for help? Would you be able to perform CPR or have common knowledge in CPR for an infant, child, or an adult? Today I'm going to persuade you that the need to be CPR certified is vital to saving someone's life. You never know when you may be faced with this scenario or a similar scenario and someone's life is in your hand. First, I'm going to tell you a little bit about CPR, what it is, and when it's needed. According to Kids Health, CPR stands for cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Cardio means the heart, pulmonary, the lungs, and resuscitation, to revive or to bring back to life. Now, when I was giving the baby 2 rescue breaths, this was providing the baby with supplemental oxygenation. This oxygenation was going down into the lungs and was actually oxygenating the blood as well. So when I was compressing or giving compressions, this was causing her heart to squeeze. And the squeezing of the heart was pumping the oxygenated blood all throughout her body into her vital organs, keeping them vital until a first responder could arrive on the scene. So now we've told you a little bit about what CPR is. You may be asking, when do I do it? When do I give CPR? CPR is given when someone goes into cardiac arrest. Cardiac arrest means that the heart just begins to suddenly stop. So things that can contribute to cardiac arrest or make your body go into cardiac arrest would be heart attack, strokes, serious infections, allergic reactions, profuse bleeding, electrical shock, near-death drowning experiences, choking, and neck or back injuries. Cardiac arrest can happen to anyone. Someone that looks like the healthiest person on the street could suddenly fall and be in cardiac arrest at any moment. Things to avoid cardiac arrest or help your body to avoid cardiac arrest would be not to smoke, to control your weight, and to control your diet, as well as stress. So now we've discussed what it is and when it's performed. You may want to know a little bit about the history and the statistics about CPR. In 1960, CPR was first developed. American Heart Association was the first to actually train people in CPR. In 1981, the first dispatcher CPR telephone conversation was made in Washington. What this meant is that if a person called in and was mentally and physically capable of performing CPR, the dispatcher could actually walk the person through the steps on performing CPR until first responders would arrive on scene. Now, dispatcher CPR is given worldwide, again, as long as the person is physically and mentally capable. Less than 8% who experience an out-of-hospital experience will survive a cardiac arrest. By out-of-hospital experience, I mean those that may be walking in the park, walking down the street, sitting at home, at rest, and experience cardiac arrest. So less than 8% of those people will actually survive. Now, less than 1/3 of those victims who experience that out-of-hospital experience or cardiac arrest will actually receive CPR. Now, if they did, that could have been vital into saving their life. If CPR is performed effectively and immediately after witnessing a cardiac arrest, it can double or triple a person's survival rate. Approximately 5,800 children, ages 18 years and younger, each year will suffer from an out-of-hospital cardiac arrest. So you have to think how many children's lives could be saved or could be better improved if they could have received CPR immediately after their cardiac arrest. According to a YMCA article, the Consumer Product Safety Committee estimates that about 300 children ages 5 and under each year die from a pool drowning incident each year. Now, possibly if those children could have been found earlier when CPR performed effectively and immediately after the cardiac arrest, that number could have been significantly reduced. So now you know what it is, when it's needed, and some truthful but very scary history and statistics about CPR. You may be asking yourself, well, where can I gain some additional knowledge about CPR? Where can I learn the skills? Who do I need to talk to? Well, there's two agencies that can actually certify you in CPR. That's the American Heart Association and the American Red Cross. The American Heart Association actually has no age limit for those that they will teach and certify in CPR. Some studies show that children as young as 9 and up can actually comprehend the skills and grasp the knowledge into performing CPR. The American Heart Association also offers what they call Heart Saver for Schools. This is an excellent program. You can call the American Heart Association if you're interested in your children being offered CPR in schools, and they will actually come in, bring all the mannequins, all the dummies, wash and sterilize everything, and bring in the people to certify your children in performing CPR. Another program they offer is called Friends and Family CPR. This program is wonderful because it offers CPR to those that maybe do not need certification but would like the additional knowledge in how to perform CPR. Those could be communities, community groups, organizations, clubs. It could always be in extracurricular activities for your children, again, if they didn't want to become certified. And then also another area would be the employer. The employer is a good area. Sometimes they do CPR training out of the workplace for those. The internet is also a great resource. The internet, not to teach you CPR, but to show you how to gain extra knowledge and where to find those resources, and to showing you how to perform correct and adequate CPR. So now you have a little bit of knowledge about CPR. I hope that I have persuaded you that a small amount of knowledge can go a long way, and that you too can save a life. Thank you.